È un po' più.
Venezia? Venezia? Lei so.
We're stronger than this guy.
I'm strong.
Faccio il portacavi, cioè chi fa il portagolfo.
É fantástico. Ah, eu estive dentro. Não,
Olha lá.
Pode até ali. Aquele filme ótimo. Não ia ver demais por hoje. We might come back up those stairs. Spot to go, but just a minute. If I lead them down those stairs.
That was too close. That was... You heard that, Dad, right?
Oh yeah.
Gosh, if that had landed on Mom or not,
Oh.
I'm mad. I'm mad.
Hello guys, my friend, cold water, aqua, cold water. Hello guys, cold water, fresh water.
Then remember those skies. Yeah, you can.
Alors là, oui, parce que oui, il n'y a pas de banque pour ce soir. Voilà, parfait. Si qui peut prendre des musiques. Però le porta bene. Il computer. Le porta bene. Le porta bene.
Founder? All I got from it was he was a founder.
Sorry.
Like we met recently, but we didn't
I swear we could do
Also du hast ja irgendwie dann permanent auch schon.
Kommen? Vor 3 Jahren.
Ja, dat klopt, maar ja. Dit is dus een onverzorgde, dikke meisje van de jong.
Serio? That was Not enough.
Hello.
Denver years. I'm sure exactly where that happens.
它像不错，也是面皮。
Like the best emperors there was. He said, I want the best art bullet, so he made a mosaic of the first 3 centuries of the Roman script. Those are all that's bigger.
Het was 36 graden, hè?
Ik ben echt weg, hè? Dit is een old road.
Yes, yes.
Hoe veel warmer dan de werkelijke temperatuur?
Yes, yes.
So we're gonna go do this with your phone. Because if we go in here, it all goes through the
And make a line inside.
We stay. But it's not.
And that is close.